Hello, hello, hello. Hi, welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Cherry Chat. I'm Meg, and today I have a very special guest. I'm talking to the one and only Christina Milian about her new Netflix Christmas movie, Meet Me Next Christmas, which is out now, #1. It's so sweet. It's so good. I'm so excited to chat with her all about it today. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's see. Hello, hello. Who's watched Meet Me Next Christmas? It's so good. I mean, honestly, Christina just puts out the best rom-coms, which we'll get into. I was thinking about that, like Falling in Love, Resort to Love, Meet Me Next Christmas. They've all been so good. And this one's no different. I'm so excited to chat with her about it today. I've got my Christmas-esque sweater on, getting in the mood, getting in the spirit. I hope everyone's doing well, sending love. Hello, hello. Let's see if we have her. Oh, we have her. Okay, Christina, I'm going to send you a request. All right. Yay! Hello!
We're having trouble loading this bit. Can
I
you see me?
can see you. You
Oh,
look
yeah,
fabulous.
matters. How are
I'm
you?
so good. How are you?
I'm feeling good. Today's been a wonderful day. Like this
Yeah.
whole entire week has been a really great celebration of this movie being out, and like I don't know, it's Christmas feelings, Christmas vibes. There's a phone in here ringing.
That's okay. You know what? It's like all good. These lives, you never
Yeah.
know what can happen. And it's like we just like roll with the punches. It's so true. I was just telling everyone before you joined, I love this movie so much. And it's put me in the spirit. Like it's exactly what I needed. It's joyful and yeah, I'm just excited to celebrate you and it today.
Well, I mean, everybody loves a good little rom com, but
Oh,
a good one, and I think this is a good one with a good ensemble cast. Like it's one of those things, like unexpectedly. I didn't really have like any expectations. I was like, we made this movie, we made it a year.
okay.
Um, and, last time I left off on it, like it was in the editing process with the team, and then after that, like it went through the rest of its process, and I went to see it at the screening, and at the screening, I was just like, oh. This is so cute. I fell in love with it at the screening, and I was like, well, maybe we're all giggling and laughing and loving it because it's our movie. Like that's usually when you have your cast, your
Mm.
crew, and people
Hmm.
there. Um, but it was like I fell in love with it there, and then like a week later out, and apparently it's really people started to tune into it. I think they needed it. Like I just think people were looking for joy and happiness and that Christmas feeling immediately after what is it,
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah. No, it's so true. But I was just telling everyone you've become sort of like my queen of rom-coms. Like honestly, like between I was thinking about it, like, rom-coms can get sometimes a bad rap for like not being thoughtful or whatever. And you've just been a part of some really just fantastic, meaningful, but joyful rom-coms in like the last few years. Like, what's the secret sauce? Like, what draws you to all these projects? Because they've been so, I keep thinking of the word like refreshing and they feel new and thoughtful,
Hmm.
you know?
I think to me, I have a romance with rom coms, and I like my lovers to be them to be refreshing. I like them to have quality. I love there to be something different about all of them. I wasn't per se a rom com person growing up. I was more of a comedy rom com, like more like the comedians who did romantic comedies. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether it's Will Ferrell or whether it's Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. Like I remember that the ones running the show were the men, those comedians, and I loved those movies. But I always remember there were such big mainstream movies, and they still connected in so many ways to like men, women, to everybody. So me, when I pick a script and when I'm like going in to do something, I kind of want everybody to feel it. I want, if like that one guy who's not into romantic comedy has to sit with his girlfriend and watch romantic comedy tonight, I want,
Yes.
like, hey, that's not bad. And you know, I think guys do that all the time anyways. They get into it, but I really want the quality to be up there. I want to entertain people. I want to make them feel good. I want to make them
Oh,
happy and have fun. And yeah.
you do just that. That like seriously, like you have filled my cup. Like and that's so funny because my husband will like come into the room when I'm watching one of your films
Yeah.
and be like, okay, and then like when they like stay and they start kind of like they like kind of relax into the seat. It's like
So what happened with that one guy?
yeah, like what's going on here? But it's so you are. I love what you just said about comedians because you are so funny. You're funny as hell, and all your characters. Like Layla cracks me up, but then she has this like beautiful depth to her as well. Like you really like you bring the complexities to these kind of you do, and it's like it's joyful to watch, but you also it's a reflective experience as well. And I just yeah, I mean, like Layla, like what was your sort of anchor for her? Like what was kind of your North Star?
Ooh, my anchor for her. I mean, there was actually a lot of similarities between me and my character Layla, where I think her pursuit to kind of follow the stars and not knowing where it's going to land.
Mm.
Kind of my. I think it's this thing of having faith or being hopeful, not really knowing what the outcome could be, but she's like connecting all the dots, and it's exciting and it's fun. Like, and she loves food, by the way. I like food too.
Food's the best.
Food. I think like that's Teddy's character. She's like, oh, you can cook, and you know,
Oh,
granola, and he was thinking of all the little things. Um, you know, I think she just like, I think that her positivity and her will to move forward kind of just lands her in places that are unexpected, and finding love in a way that you know she didn't necessarily make the rules about how it was going to happen,
mhm.
but it seemed like she knew the story, but she didn't follow the book, which is nice. And I feel like
Yeah.
when it comes to all the reactions and how I act out the scenes, I've learned over time that the more fun that you have, the more out of your body, and the more connected with like watching some of those comedians and
Mhm.
and not being afraid to try things actually makes it even more special.
Mhm.
So I learned that even like I think like two films or three films ago, Falling in Love, and it was the director there that was we were looking at Carol Burnett and a lot of other really great comedians, and the homage to what they did was not something that I normally would do. So I loved the fact that I could actually press myself and just not be afraid and no judgment, just like who cares, and it might be some of the best stuff you'll get. So this one, it's not as much of that, but it's like it's definitely poured over into just my freedom of being this character.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that so much, and I can totally see that. That makes so much sense. And but yeah, and I love the setup in this. It lends itself so beautifully to a rom-com where you have these two characters, Layla hires Teddy, this concierge, to like find this coveted Pentatonics Christmas Eve concert ticket. And together they go on this adventure in New York City, which is like nothing's more magical than New York City during Christmas time. So like one, that's amazing. But it really lets them see each other for who they really are, and they get to see how they interact with kind of the world and others. And I was like, that's when you fall in love. Like you fall in love because you see how people treat other people and how they kind of move through the world. And I was like, that is such a smart setup.
That is like everything you just said.
I love this movie.
Even like yeah, and I think they see it reflects on each other in the scenes too, because what happens with her in the Chanel store with the little kid and her almost getting the opportunity to finally get this ticket that she worked so hard for, and then she's like, I can't do that, it shows there's a heart, there's heart, there's this vulnerability, but at the same time, there's a real connection, they're still connected to people, and we need more of that.
100%. It feels very present, like they're being present with each other. And it's like how beautiful and rare that we get to see that. And like being able to kind of be authentically who they are and then just being like, oh wait, I really dig this person, like I feel at home with this person. And that's a really lovely thing to watch, I think.
I like some of the friendship moments that she has with Roxy, her best friend. Like that was a big deal to me because some of the lead in to any relationship a lot of the time is all happening with the friends. Like you gotta like, what do you think I should text this, that, you know what I mean? It's those moments where you're having real sheer like girl talk that you can laugh and be yourself. I love the that Layla had with her best friend, and I love that we were able to show that on screen because I think that's kind of a little bit of everyone.
100%. I loved their relationship, and I love too when Teddy comes over to cook for them, and they're kind of like it. That's like very sad. That's like for me when he went from like being cute to sexy. Where it's like you're cooking for this girl and her best friend, and it like the girls are just like eating it up and loving it. It was like such a fun little moment. Oh my gosh, I could talk about this for hours. As you can see, I love this movie, but I thought we could do a few like fun rapid fire holiday-esque questions if you don't mind.
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay. So Christmas song that always makes you want to dance, and then Christmas song that always like strikes an emotional chord.
Oh, an emotional one,
What?
girl.
Yeah, like or it gets you like, oh, like cry, maybe cries a little bit, like
Okay, so you can kind of cry and dance at the same time when you're like, last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. So that's what like, oh my god, I just
oh,
kind of like
thank
I
you for that.
this year like save me from tears. I'll give it to someone special. So it kind of like that one will tug at your heartstrings. It's still positive, but it's still kind of like you messed me
No, it's true.
up.
Like there's a lot of Christmas songs that are very like like melancholic, like like very just like thoughtful and like always kind of brings me to tears. But that's a great one. I love that one, and it is also fun to dance to. Okay,
And then
favorite Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
song would be, of course, Mariah Carey's "All I Want
Oh,
for Christmas."
I mean, epic. Nothing better. Favorite holiday scent or flavor?
Oh, my favorite holiday scent or flavor. I mean, I do enjoy the pine smell. I like pine, like real fresh pine
Mhm.
in the holiday. And like just the right amount.
I know. Oh, it can get like
Yeah,
a lot. It's like you just want a little hint of it.
like get a tree, put a real tree, and that's it. That's good enough for me.
So you're a real
Yeah,
tree girl.
like
Yeah.
but sometimes my husband insists on a fake tree, and so we've done a fake tree a couple times, but he doesn't know the magic of having a real tree. He just doesn't like the mess. He doesn't like to like clean up the pine cones on the floor, so whatever.
I get that. My Virgo heart gets that. I get that.
But,
Most romantic Christmas movie besides yours, of course.
ooh, most romantic Christmas movie besides mine. Ooh,
I
gosh.
know. I know. I hate to put you on the spot. I know it's like hard to think of
Oh,
these.
what?
We can come back to it too.
I gotta come back to that one.
Okay, let's come back to it. Okay, so Layla mentions like it would be such a dream to have Christmas in Paris.
Yeah.
What's your dream Christmas spot?
Paris is
Uh,
gorgeous for Christmas. I have her, and then there's another place that I actually do go to. It's in Strasbourg, in France as well. It's got
mm,
the market. But I did hear about that place. I think is it Finland or where is it? Iceland, somewhere up north. Well,
right.
ow,
Oh no, you okay? Do you hit your knee?
that was funny. I have no idea. I think I'm sitting wrong. Um, those places where they say this that the real South Pole, like the North Pole, is.
Right. Yeah.
Santa's workshop up there. Go to that place, and I think it's up north, but I don't know where. I think we're just gonna have to put our finger in the air and figure it out.
Right. It's somewhere up there. It's somewhere up there. That sounds fun. Okay, so not holiday related, but
Oh, Aspen too. I want to spend Aspen. I want to be in Aspen with my kids and family for the holiday. We haven't done.
guys,
Someday we will.
are you a big skier, snowboarder
I
person?
skiing when I was younger. I don't.
Mm.
We'll see. It's been a while. I don't like being stuffy either, so I'm like I'd probably be indoors.
Yeah,
And
yeah. By the fire, looking at the skiing.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so not holiday related, but your last few Netflix rom-coms have taken place in some really amazing places.
Yes.
Where would you like the next one to take place? I'm manifesting.
Ooh, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Vicious was awesome. The beach there was incredible. If I had to do another one, if or when I do another one,
Yes.
if I could, I would love to do it. Oh, something exotic. I haven't been to like. I heard Thailand is great. Something like Thailand. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
or like Fiji.
Mm.
Hmm.
Ooh. I feel like, okay, so you said you like you're a foodie. I feel like Thailand would have amazing food too on your off days. Go exploring.
Oh,
Uh,
I would. Because I'm so down with. I love all exotic foods too. I mean, you can't be one of those people that like doesn't like exotic foods and
no,
go
you
there.
gotta like go to the place and you gotta eat. You gotta like eat, it's part of
I'm going.
it. Yeah.
Down. I'm going to the mamas and papas houses and eating from
Uh-huh.
at their house. Those are my
Okay.
when the locals invite you unknowingly that you're going to end up at their house and eat at their house. You're like, or you're half afraid that something might happen to you, and the other half like, no, just opening their arms to you coming over here. And I mean, I'm not saying for everybody to do that. Have another friend with you
Hmm.
at all.
No, but it's true though. That's like to authentically experience,
Yeah.
places and the culture.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to circle back to romantic?
Love
It's
Actually.
oh
Love Actually. I forgot that it is a Christmas movie. Technically, it's in the holidays, and Love Actually is kind of the epitome of the most romantic holiday movies.
so good. I remember seeing that in the theater and just like and the soundtrack. I mean, you always got the good soundtracks too.
Uh, so, what's that other movie I said I did? Oh, Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. That was a.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, Four Christmases. Well, Four Christmases is one of my favorites. I don't know if it's like as romantic, but it's one of my favorites.
Mhm.
Comedically and as far as like, what are you showing me? They show you which one is that holiday? Oh, I don't know if I saw that one. I didn't see that one actually. But and then I'll toot my horn and say, Snow Globe,
Yes.
one of the cute. It was oh, but people still love it, and sometimes you fall in love with the guy in the Snow Globe.
Totally. Oh my God, that's like a Christmas miracle.
Exactly.
Come on now, come on.
So I'm like, I love that magic every now and then.
Absolutely. And I think that Mimi Next Christmas too has a little bit of like that Christmas magic sprinkle vibe too, which I love.
Oh,
Oh,
it definitely
yeah.
it's sprinkled in there, even though it's like it's romantic comedy, but we had to like especially her running in the end in that
Oh,
dress and just she's got a
oh,
and I'm like, and you see like those beautiful crystal lights in the trees, and it feels like New York, and you see the steam coming up from the ground and the taffy.
mhm.
Like, oh, that's what
It's
I love.
very like, yeah, it's a beautiful grand gesture, but it's still like grounded in reality. It really has all the best components, truly. It's really lovely and it's so fun. And you should be so proud and truly like you are my rom-com queen. Like you are. You just are. I'm just saying it. And so I can't wait to see like what you do next and next. And I loved the dance routine too. Oh my God.
Dance routine's fun. It was crazy. We only learned. We had like 4 days to learn that,
Oh,
and Val, he's really good because he learned it quickly. It was like nothing for him. I was like, oh, your memory's fresh. My brain is like, hold on a second, slow down. And
no, it was like some serious choreography.
it was a little something, but
It was
we,
a little something. It was a little something on something. Yeah.
but some of the basics, I was like, okay, I could do this. Cha cha cha. I played a cheerleader, so luckily I know that life.
Yep. Yep. Oh, it was great. Well, Christina, this was so lovely. Thank you so much for hopping on and doing this live with me today. And yeah, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday
I,
season.
thank you for having me on. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and thank you for making me your what is it? Your
Rom
rom com.
com queen, baby. Don't you forget
Oh,
it.
put that on.
Yes. Okay. Much love. Thank
Bye,
you.
bye,
Bye.
everybody. everybody. Thanks for tuning in.